Hello everyone, this is my first ever playthrough of Final Fantasy Online, and let's have fun today. Let's get into it. See you there. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arsen. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on the matter at hand, Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Ah, there you are, Demon Lord. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orsiern. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orsiern near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Dear Demon Lord, would you be so kind to take a look inside? Yeah, no problem with that. Hello, Crimson. How are you doing today? First time chatter, welcome in. Bear look. Doing alright, just chilling while I wait to log in. Hell yeah. Alright, over here we go. Yeah, I'll do this too. Leave them. Leave them. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Elifet, see the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. It won't hurt that bad. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? Let's see what you can do. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order, of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? The plot thinketh, Demon Lord. All culprits pretend to be priests to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt and irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary at our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Demon Lord. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'll take the money. Yeah, so not like WoW, where my uncle was trying to show off one day back when Wrath was like the expansion. And he got on his mount, my dad just started playing with him, and he flew as high as he could, and he said, watch this, as a paladin, dropped off his mount, and before he could hit the ground, he was gonna bubble, but he missed it. So he just dropped and hit the ground and died. My dad said it was the funniest thing ever, because he's like, yeah, he was just falling from the sky, and all of a sudden, plop, he was flat on the ground. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have I at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspects... Oh, thank you for the follow, Crimson. And we gotta... Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I gotta give you one too. So, our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Demon Lord and me serve like with by posing as improvised souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answer we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell of the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Demon Lord, so as you lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that the Vargants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. I preach the teaching of Ezima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake the honey of her wisdom? Ezima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open the heart to the light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flame have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Sigh, and I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Demon Lord. The camp is buzzed with talk of newly arrived Vargants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate. To the east of here, the eyes of the authority do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid. in comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Why, yes, it is. You looked absolutely smashing, Demon Lord, positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am priest of the Order of Nalthal, and I come to offer you succor. These, this leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made God's awful mummer august. Well, what? How do you know you bastards tricked me? Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. But very well. I am a man of the Golden Brazier, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raid began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Majal in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Brazier, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind? Pray tell. First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to Malja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The mumbled was good. What did you say? The coin was good. I said I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes, not see even a fraction of what Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Oh, what? Not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I knew nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather declined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Demon Lord, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilla, would you? I shall praise everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhat out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Welcome back, Demon Lord. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amaja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. When I first started playing this game, I was doubting at first if I was going to like it, but now here I am with 22k hours, every single class, and gathering crafters at max level except the new Beastmaster, because we're not getting that until like September, but Speronix decided to troll us all and add it to the game in the class list without a way to pick the class up. Yeah, game to do that, give you a little teaser for a while. Manfillo would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs to be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field subtly prepared. I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorza. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquaint an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thenland, and a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Sure. Who is Uplander come to tent right of Mutamix Bullipop? Always. Fighty tool drinks and airy stout. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then Big Eyes Fighty tool gain power of airy self. Shoka, Matox is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilla. Yes. Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilla wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander bring Fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Recall, Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good Ichi show of power of materia. The Materia Master. Now, Eye of Uplander point at Fighty tool, yes. Push Shaka materia join with Fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty tool to Minfilla. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment, then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When ye attach a piece of materia to gear, ye imbued the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger o' yours from Samat, as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Shoka, Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. The Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander want brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Vitamix. Welcome back, Demon Lord. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skill needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need. Demon Lord shall make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Robert. Thank you. Word has arrived that Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend August, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flame believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have August attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flame have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Demon Lord. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you, save some for him. Such is his confidence in you. A confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Ah, your Demon Lord Zenny of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Malja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, August, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, they'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Demon Lord. Let's make sure it does. Okay, not too high level, obviously. It just helps if it gets too much for your eyes. Some abilities can blinding. Yeah, that's fair. Looks like I'm close to unlocking my map. Sweet. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Maja appear. Yes, sir. Wow. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Hee hee hee. Ha 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 ha. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flames clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Gahahaha. Hey, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Yeah, I don't need to run. That dude's gotta die, though. Like, I've wanted him dead since the first time we met him. No, so I have a mouse, regular mouse, like, and playing Apex and stuff like that. And then I have the Steel Series for the other one. I like to have the 12-button mouse along with the regular mouse. Very helpful. Yeah, that's why I said I keep playing with the wrong mouse, because I'm noticing I'm clicking buttons instead of, like, tapping my mouse. Put up your weapons or your comrades, a dead man. I'm not scared of y'all. Come get some. Okay. Bring him. The rest of you march. Traitorous scum. He's gotta die. I gotta kill him. Like, let me kill him. My fingers are entirely too short to reach the 12th button on my keyboard. Yeah, my hands are almost too small to use this thing. Not really, but kind of. I have to like have my mouse angle that I normally don't. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their gods as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Let's get this. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Let me kill it. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your Godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. But bloody hells, bring those too as well. Nah. Well, what's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Let him die. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Almighty Irift, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? I am the master. Could it be your souls already belong to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. I mean, he does kind of look like a dark demon. That's kind of what he looks like. For so thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thin allegiance wakes clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons born of thine aberrant kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. No. And I need you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. I'm a good warrior. Oh, okay. Hey. You ain't gotta do all that. I mean, you died, but you ain't gotta do all that. Get off one. I can't get out of his room. That's where I belong. Right there with a poker. That would hurt so bad, just getting stabbed in the ass with a giant ass dick. Okay, yep. That's how many move. Hey, next time you ask for permission. Told you, I am a booty warrior. Ooh, that don't look fun. What happened? What? What was that? Oh, god damn it. I'll do better this time. I saw an asshole. Oh, okay. Okay, so some spawns I got. Okay. I'll just keep my eyes open. Ain't even worried about it. Yeah, no, I was fighting it alone. Yeah, that's... What? Sit down, dog. I'm so nervous. My booty warrior. You know, sometimes we just get lucky. Okay, talk about behind me. Oh. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by congregating of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelic than the last. Persistent, lol. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Demon Lord. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say. This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Odal interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the Vilth Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Even the pessimist, my dear Livia, promise me you will never change. We've wasted enough time here. The meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a dime. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventure's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. So they're watching me from a distance because they're too scared to get checked. No chest, no nothing. Oh, shit. Ah, there you are, Demon Lord. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing their gods' ignominious defeat. The Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be a whole of bodies, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all of our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Demon Lord. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilla will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Right. Uh, it was when the trial was just released too, as it was during the start of Dawn Trails, so the gear we had was just enough to do the trial at all. The amount of damage I had to heal was crazy. I bet it was. Oh, so you were healing. Nope. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilla. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilla is most eager to see you. Give me my head. Just kidding, thank you. My late arrival nearly cost Demon Lord his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Demon Lord, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilla with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As well suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Adal. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa, Laminza, and Gradana as of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and preempts the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require more concentrated source of ether crystals. It is for the reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacons toward which primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is the coming together or etheric coalescence which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not struggle to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, and a process to which yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power of you possess the echo. We know of we know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Medalist planning such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. Ah, the immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Demon Lord. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felt Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilla neglected to tell you something I think I would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductee that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, the information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if it were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal, whom he cannot choose to but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Demon Lord. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses of his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis VI would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better, I have to be stronger. I was playing Sage. There was so much AoE, it was insane. You healed to fully only to get big AoE hitting you 4 times in a row. And AoE would take around 60% of your HP, 60% each hit. One missed heal would be the end of the run and you'd have to start over. That's insane. That just doesn't sound fun. And Phila is wearing a weary smile. Weary smile, something to do with your newfound fame. Until not so long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way to Eorza. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming Ida and Peplamo that the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Demon Lord, or rather you have guests. Beg pardons. Ah, milady, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Laminza to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Demon Lord, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorza. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evident of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how would Demon Lord's deeds spread so quickly that the immortal flames should know of his triumphs. Is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Eep. Your reputation precedes you, Master Zenny. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridana. Know that the people hold you to high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as yourself. Join the strength to ours, friend, and together let's ensure the peace ever reigns over the 12's Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Zenny. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Udal. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Laminza to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilla? Sigh, very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, maybe a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organization empowered to call upon the material, economic, and technology resource of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently three such organizations in Eorza: the Maelstrom of Laminza, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridana, and the Immortal Flames of Udal. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasking with advancing its cause. In return for your faith serving, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day will not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the three city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, milady. Very well. Let Demon Lord hear our leaders speak, and then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are opposed of great power, Demon Lord, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is worked to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man in the midst of a grand company. However, you will be one man against many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorza as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorza is changing, Demon Lord, and you have the power to help shape anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you've made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Good talk, good talk. It was a lot of fun. I love that boss in particular because there was so much going on. That's good. I still love the fight, even though you kill it so fast now, you don't even get to see the last 50% of the fight as it dies before going into third phase. I personally picked Twin Adder because I started in Gradena, and I like the calm vibe and music there. Agreed. Honestly, as soon as they started talking to me, I was like, yep, yellow, Gradena, that's where I'm from, that's where I hail, like, where I'm going. I did like all my main stuff there, been there the longest. Like I just got here, I've been to Lamosa like twice. Starting class with Archer, nice.